But you see those trees right there? That is a chunk error. And I had about 8 or 9 of them randomly through the area. Now, I didn't know it was a problem because I was caving under in this area. So I didn't know until I came out and I went over to where the igloo is, and there used to be some houses and stuff over there, and I lost a chunk of house. Like, it was just gone, and I had like the wall of another one, and there were trees, and all the river area here had random things in it, and I was like, what is going on? So chunks this size were moved around all over the place. And as I said, I had about 8 or 9 of them just randomly pop up out of nowhere, and they were placed like in random places. I would have been devastated if it had gone in the igloo, but I was far enough away that the igloo was out of the zone. It wasn't loaded, I guess. I don't even know if it, like, I don't think it was loaded. I don't think you can see it from here. But the igloo was not loaded. The fish tank didn't exist because, oh my gosh, that would have just destroyed that. No, this was a little while ago because I then had an episode in which I went into MC Edit on stream and showed everyone, and we went through and we fixed all of them. Sort of. You can't get your worlds back. So whatever you've built and it's corrupted, it's just corrupted. There's nothing you can do. So I went into MC Edit and I said, delete this area. And I went through and because in MC Edit, it's like being in creative, you fly around. I went in and I literally deleted from Skyblock down to bedrock, or to whatever the very, very base is. I want to kill these things. Squid don't spawn that often, so for me, this is special. For some reason, they're just not spawning as often as you normally would have them spawn, so I don't have a huge source of black ink. Okay, get your stuff to float up to the top. So I had to go in, I deleted the blocks, like that square would have been completely deleted, and then when you reload it, it puts it back to its absolute original, like what it looked like when you first spawned in. And then you have to go and do all the work that you did to get it back where it was. So I had to like take out a whole bunch of dirt. I had to, oh, that one over here. My bridges are all way too low. I can't get under them. You were going to die anyways because you were on the ground. So I had to rebuild the houses that I had to rebuild. I had to re-landscape a whole area. I had to re-fence a whole area. And the worst part about the whole thing was I was stuck because this is supposed to be single player, unmodded, and vanilla. Pure vanilla. So being an MC Edit is not very vanilla, but I was only changing the things that got corrupted. Ooh, another one. Did I just miss you? Or did you just respawn? Because that would be awesome. Thank you. Yeah, so I had to fix it. And it was still fairly new on the map, so it wasn't too bad because I didn't like lose any villagers or anything, and none of my major builds, like the igloo is still not spawned in yet. There we go. So there's the igloo there. I was way over in that area, which is now like squared off and everything. But as he freaks me out when he's there, this iron golem. I just don't know what to do with him. I have iron golems in my water too, because this used to have a genuine village here. Are they all still in here? They've been working their way out slowly. Ooh, hello. I don't do follow back, so bye-bye. Yep, I follow for content. I don't follow for the sake of follows. I don't need them. As you can see, I have enough. I am content. There he is. Yeah. If you want to stay, stay for the content. If you want to stay because you think I'll follow you, bye-bye. Yeah, you'll notice I have very few people that I do follow because, again, I only follow PG. I'm a family-friendly streamer, so I can only follow content that is also family-friendly. I won't just randomly follow people. I have a lot of friends who stream, and I don't even follow them. My nephew streams, and I don't follow him. His content is not appropriate to my channel. And he understands, and he's okay with it. But he follows me, which is awesome. Yeah. All the people that I follow are essentially family-friendly. I don't have anywhere to put these eggs. Or these. All right, let's pick another color. Orange. And we'll keep the red out. You two, stay. All right, so the biggest part I had a problem with, yes, I am 100% on that. Like, for me, it's non-negotiable at all. So I had this plateau. There was my voice. You have to imagine... Come on, voice. Hang on, let me get some tea. That too, I only really do the people I watch. And most of the people I watch, I'll host. So for me to have them on my channel means they have to be somebody I'd watch and they have to be family friendly. So yeah, they end up in there. Yeah, my voice is getting all froggy. Like, I spent all last night talking and explaining how to fold ropes and do knots, and I'm like, I understand your brownies, but we went through this like 4 times already. Why do you not understand how to make a granny knot? And I look around and none of them are wearing shoes with laces. It's like, this is why you don't know how to make a granny's knot. Because you don't tie your shoes. It's a shoelace knot. So that was frustrating. All right, so up here I had a fence. A nice little fence line. And originally this was a mountain. It's been flattened since then, obviously. And there was water in here, which there still is. I didn't fill it all in. So as you saw when I was building this pathway, I fell into a lot of water. So yeah, a lot of the ponds and stuff are still all here. I haven't taken them out. So when I did the thing on here, I had to do the editor and it put it right back and I had to take the mountain down again. It was like, no, chop down all the trees. I had to do all the landscaping, all of that. And I'd have to say the part that upset me the most was I had the internal debate. It's vanilla. Technically, they were my chunks and they got moved. One of them got moved like way over there. The one that was here, I found over there. So I had random fencing over here in this mountain. Convention center wasn't there yet. And I had mountain here with spruce trees, but this is not where spruce trees actually grow because we're in the plains. And so I had to get rid of those, which was easy enough. I didn't care because they're just spruce trees. But my fences, do I go to those chunks that are in error, that have obviously moved from somewhere else, and take the fences down so that when I did the MC edit and it put it back to the natural one, I could come back and get those fences again? And I was like, maybe? Because it's my resource. I built them. But at the same time, some of the chunks were duplicated in multiple places. And other ones, like I had buildings like these ones up here, which would have seen not that long ago. They were all down here, and I couldn't find the chunks that those ones went into. Somewhere down here is a zombie. We will deal with him. Just Not right now, because I literally don't know where he is, and I don't know where the caves are. And I did think that I had lit up ball in here, but he's literally down here somewhere, and he's been here for a while. He could actually just be in one of those water things that I just didn't light up properly. So he could be floating. He could be drowned for all I know. But yeah, in the end, I decided no, I would get more fences on my own. I would rebuild it on my own, and I would just do the chunks. Then we switched to 113. And I actually have a map over here of 112. Which I still have to do the locking in, and I'm going to back up the map before I do it because I don't want it to update. So this was our 112 before we turned to 113. The chunk errors happened. See, this is not quite right either. When I did this, there were houses here as well. I built a few more here. But there was a chunk that took out this whole house was gone. A good chunk of this one was gone, so the error was here. So I could have taken out my igloo. And I didn't know. Over here, you can see there's the fence line here, yet no fence line. Chunk of that was gone. These are my, these were, no, the sheep were over here. So there was a chunk here gone as well. I'm going to move around the chest. So there was a chunk missing in here. So my sheep were now free-for-alling. A whole bunch of chunks in here were all messed up. I have no idea why. And then the one that we have right now is over here somewhere. But yeah, this was 112. I did find that chunk when I got to 113, but MC Edit was not updated for 113. I hadn't picked out where my map borders were going to be, so I wasn't able to do anything about that. I'm trying to think if I want seats, and if I want seating in the gardens, then I'm going to have to do something about that. I'm going to quickly take you over to the map for 113. And we're going to do our 114 map today. We're going to pull that out, run around, get all the stuff. That one can be updated like regularly. This one can't be anymore. It's stuck in where it is. So on here, there's 114. And this big line with all the little dots and stuff, those are white carpets. So I did that so you can see where it is. You should be able to see just barely in there. There's a little white dot. There's another little white dot there. There's another little white dot there. And then there's another white dot there. That is the new fence line. Everything inside that square is my base. And it has that fence around it. And all the trees are cleared unless I put them there myself. There's the fish tank. I don't think it has its lid on there yet on that one. It was still open water. It now has a cover. And it's full of water and fish and coral and everything. There's the turtle pond. The turtle pond used to be here. Now we have our bunny breeder happening there. Anything that I'm breeding will go right here. And then it'll move to its new home. So it's going to be interesting. But yeah, it's with all the A's. Okay. Map. Yes. Typing is hard. So yeah, for the comment you had on the knots, there is a knot I taught them that I didn't learn. Like, I know knots. That's something I know because both my dad and my grandfather were scouters. They were in scouting and they were scouters afterwards. So when you grow up with a family like that, you learn all of that stuff. And as long as I can remember, I've been going to there. There's a place called the Halliburton Scout Reserve, and it is a huge camp. And the very first time I ever went camping there, my mom was pregnant with me. So I've been camping since before I was born. There was no doubt that I was going to be in the family of doing stuff like that. Now, I believe in Girl Guides, and I am pretty adamant about it. I don't believe in it being co-ed, simply for the fact that... Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Close. Open. These gates are baby gates to keep villagers out. Lord Baden-Powell himself didn't think that women should be in scouting. It should be just for the boys. 3, 4, 5, 6, I think is what I need. And I thought, okay. And he got his sister to start Girl Guides. And this is a very long time ago. And I was like, you know what? If he wants to, then I can't disagree. And the organization needs to be separate. There should be boys and scouts and girls and guides. In the US and in a lot of places like that, and it just happens to also work out that they are non-Commonwealth countries, they call it scouting. Girl Scouting. Being in a Commonwealth country, for us it's guiding, like in England. I made this go past, but I think I made it go past too far. I think one will be better there. Because that goes to the edge of the house. Yeah, move. We need to grow some wheat. Really? You're both full? I thought they would look a little better, honestly. I do not think this is the crop I want here. This is the version you can stick water onto the slabs. Yes, they have waterlogged, as they call themselves, things. They don't always work. I have noticed that. I do have a pillar over here, one of these two. Although it may have updated, which would be awesome, but one of my pillars... Oh, you can see it. It's not waterlogged. It didn't do it. There's an air gap in this one. This one here. And I can't figure out how to un-air gap it. So this one's not waterlogged. I've taken it out. I've put it in. I've taken all of these blocks out to put it in and then put these in here. I can fill that with a water bucket? Oh, and I need to eat. Because if I go down there, I'm going to die. Okay, we will try this. Because I think it looks dumb being... Oh, apparently I have more than one. Apparently I have... Oh, that fixed it. Yay! Thank you! Thank you, thank you. Can I not pick up water from here? Thank you. So yeah, that was driving me nuts. And now that I know that, I am going to be able to fix any others that I create. Because I'm sure I will create more. Every time I go over here, I was building these and I was listening to my audiobook. I listened to... It's called LibriVox. And it has an actual live channel, a podcast. But then after it does that, it takes those podcasts and turns them into ones that you can... Those look terrible. I know that's the first one we'll work on. Okay, Kitty? Kitty chooses which one we're going to do by sitting on the box accordingly. I was hoping it would be taller. We don't have a too tall crop, do we? All right, so what is this? This is a garden. All right. That is way too yellow. I am not happy with that. And I don't need any more wheat. So this is going to suck even more. I don't need it. All right, kitty. I need you to move a little. Can you shift a little to the anywhere not on the chest? Move. Thank you. And then we still need to get rid of some of the stuff in our inventory, which means you're going to jump back on the chest. Please don't. Probably don't need quite all of those. And can I fit all of these in my inventory? I don't think I can. Or I could be completely wrong and I can. Oh, no, they don't fit. Dirt goes. Take the dirt. Probably don't need 2 axes. We'll take the flowers. I know we still have a problem. I don't need all the torches. We're not going to collect another cat. We're having enough trouble with this one. Don't need that. But I will need to pick this up because we're going to be building here. Yeah, go hang out over there. Or you know what? Here, let me give you something to play on. Whoops. Pick it up. There you go. Something for you to sit on. Okay. Completely lost in wherever I was in whatever store I was in because that is me. Now, I am building a jungle tree, I think, over here. Right? Right. All right. So, let's pick this up. I don't think I actually need a jungle tree, but this one that's beside my house is causing some issues for me. Huh? Yes, the cat. My cat is rude. He's very rude. So I figured I would stick another one here. Maybe not right there. Please don't open up all of a sudden. I don't want it to grow if I'm not ready for it yet. Maybe right on the corner? That way it still has a view. There's a row of one around it. The torch should not be a problem. Because I am thinking of taking that tree down. But that was my very first jungle tree. It was the tallest thing in here. And then I grew the spruce, which was the tallest thing. And that I built. Which is a little lopsided because it did catch on fire. It got struck by lightning. Alright, let's grow our tree and see what happens. Give me a big one. Okay! That is a good tree. We have happiness. Of course, now that I built it, I'm like, oh, I could have put it somewhere else, and I could have built something else around. No. Nope. We made that decision. We have to live with it. Which means I am not going to build another jungle tree. So that can go. And... I'm going to go without building spruce. Because I don't think spruce would be a good tree here. Spruce has a tendency to spread itself out, and it puts down podzol. And you can get the ones that look like they come all the way to the ground, and I don't want that. So we can do a dark oak, or we can do... Oh, I left some stuff behind. My bad. I'm not going to do acacia. Let's take the acacia out. I know that for sure. No acacia. Because we're going to be building an acacia biome over there, so there shouldn't be any. This is plains. So really it should be oak. But dark oak will also work. And oak itself will work. The oak trees, though, are kind of hit and miss. You never know what you're going to get with an oak tree. So you could get a nice one, or you get a massive one that you don't like. So let's plant an oak. That's your front door. We don't want to really block your front door. How do we want to do this? So, no. we're going to have something big, it's got to go kind of here where it's not causing too much trouble. No, come back. No. This is how we lost the first cat. Get over here. Over here. I'm not losing another cat that way. This cat's going to go through all 9 lives, then I'm going to make sure that each death is a unique death. We've had a drowning. We've had a suffocation due to tree. So we still have the option of suffocation due to sand or other falling materials, but no more death due to trees. So if we get a tall tree here, we can build around it because the tree will become the base. I would like a tree, like a couple of trees to line here or trees to be lining somewhere. I'm a big fan of tree lines. Down in Barbados, they have a place called Codrington College. It is a seminary school. So it's where everybody essentially in the Caribbean goes to become a priest. It is Anglican. And I'm not sure I like this. I was hoping for something a little fancier. Is that wrong to say? Where are my shears? All the way over here, of course. All right, we're going to take that one down. Shears, please. Shears? No shears. Shears? Shears. And you can have the chest. And we're going to take both of you on the road. So if we take that one down, see, it's got weird holes in it because it's been struck by lightning so often. But I'm going to take it down from up top because I want to shear off all of the leaves, or at least a lot of them, and then take the wood down. I'll probably also take all of the vines off, and then I can flatten this out and I can put something else there. But that tree is nowhere near as big as I had wanted. It is a tree fail. Okay, so in here... I mean, I can make it artificially taller. I could build... Like, I could put dirt blocks and then grow it on top of the dirt blocks and then remove the dirt blocks and just fill in with actual logs to make it taller. It's kind of how I made the birdhouse, because the birdhouse is... It has a hollow core. Yeah, I thought this would grow on me eventually, and it has not, so... And this is where the cat tries to kill you. Because it's like, oh, you're too far away, I've got to teleport to you. And off you go. I don't have feather falling on, so... When it's off you go, it's really off you go. I had some really good ones of these when I was just doing, like, random stuff. Like, just trying to get more wood. So it's... I'm like, how come I'm not getting such good ones now? And I want these because I want them for making bushes and things. Now, I don't know what the mechanics are now for making bushes. You used to have them attached to a piece of wood. So you would bury a piece of wood, and then you would put... hang on, I need my axe. There it is. You'd piece of wood under the ground, and then you'd put the bushes on it, and you could line up a lot of bushes in a row with just one on there. And you could provide the correct light levels as well by putting a piece of glowstone under it. I don't think the glowstone works anymore, because over in... I think it's right over there. You can just see it's over there. in the little gazebo area, I used to have inside of the tree was a piece of glowstone, and it was all hidden by the leaves, and it would provide the light levels because the leaves were transparent. So it was like having glass. And then when we changed to 1.14, I started having things spawn in the gazebo. So there's one of the trees in the gazebo. So it's not a real tree, it's just posts and stuff. Now, in 1.13, you didn't have to have the leaves attached to anything. They could be airborne. And like I had the leaves, they were only attached to the glowstone block. They're not attached to any kind of wood. In 1.12, they would have despawned. In 1.13, they didn't despawn, but they were transparent. In 1.14, it's looking like they're not transparent anymore. But they didn't despawn. So I'm not sure where to go with that one. And I made those into leaves, so I don't actually have any trees. Which is okay, because all of these boxes out here that say garden all have a set of exactly the same trees in them. I split them up between all of them so that I could do them again if I needed to. All right. Same spot. Let's get a better tree this time. Come on. All right. That tree has more character. That I like. That's what I was kind of looking for. And we fell off again. That I do like. This needs actually... Here's another cool thing you can do, which I really like, is... Boom! We had more grass. That spot was bugging me. Some of these look a little too bald. There we go. This grid, by the way, of the 5x5, goes into the water as well. I use the sea pickles, and you put 4 of them, and it gives you essentially the same light level as one of these, but in the water. So I don't have to worry. I can't say completely don't have to worry, but the likelihood of having drowned goes down dramatically because it is well lit. I have had drowned, but I think they may have come from somewhere else. I need from there up. You will grow back. And I do love that these can be trimmed. Like I was going around collecting stacks and stacks of these, and then I realized, why am I doing this? And I brought like 1 stack home. Oh, and we're out. All right, well, those will grow up while we're doing this. All right, so we've got a good-looking tree. We need another good-looking tree. Trees are important. I've been using a lot of birch, but I'm thinking we need to go with oak. I also have to keep in mind that we don't have all the houses because we don't have all the blueprints yet. And until we have all the blueprints, we still need to keep in mind that some of this space can't be used as gardens and stuff because it needs to be used for those houses. And at any given time, I could lower the level of this. As long as it's 1, 2, 3. So from here onward is a free-for-all. That could be completely chopped off. But because this is my... I love this one. It's my favorite banner. Because at any point we could have Enderman pop up, which I have not seen an Enderman at all anywhere in my map since 1.14 started. I am not going to complain about it because they wreck my builds because I use a lot of dirt. All of this is mountain, and I actually carved it back 1 more and brought it back forward with dirt because I hate the look of bare rock. This edge is going to be fixed. It is like that right now because I was using it to hop up and down to be able to access other things. That whole space there will also be smoothed out because I don't like it being random. What I may do is make it look kind of like a pyramid, so it just goes up tier by tier by tier the whole way up. It'll make it easier to also light up. I still have a lot of mobs spawn in there. In there, and then further back where the edge of the wall is. Those are the two spaces that 100% guaranteed will spawn mobs. Everywhere else in here, nope. It is lit like anything. My outer wall, I've discovered it really doesn't matter because the scouting parties, they will actually spawn inside of my wall because my place is too big. So I've had to wall in that village. I'm going to wall in all of the villages. So that'll be better. Where are we going to put this tree? I don't want to build a garden and then have to wreck it. Because if I'm going to put a house, say, right here, it's going to need a road to get to it. And I don't want to run a path from there when I could just extend that path and have it come across here. And then I could build a house facing that way. Although if I have a choice, I'm going to have it face that way. Which means that'll have to come down, across, and over. And without knowing how wide the house is going to be, like the one I'm specifically looking for is the tannery. Let me do a quick... Oh, wrong buttons. I got to get on the right computer. Tannery, Minecraft. I have my laptop open as well on the wiki to be able to find the stuff that I need. They use cauldrons. So it's kind of cool for that. Okay. A lot of people actually use the tannery because that's where you can get a lot of the leather stuff. That's where they store all their leather things that they get. And I'm like, that's not bad, but it's not what I am really interested in. Okay, it didn't pop up the map like I was hoping it would, so let's just go to the last places we were at. And it didn't store it because I forgot to tell it to, so let's go to our bookmarks. There we go. Wiki, structure, blueprints. And tannery. The only tannery they have is currently... Oh my gosh. Hello! He just scared the pee out of me. What do you have for me? Gunpowder, red sand, pumpkin seeds, moon daisy, and a white tulip. I don't need any of those. Thanks, though. I do want your llamas. I really want his llamas. And you saw that. He literally spawned in my face. I've had him spawn up there on top of the roof. Actually, he was spawned down here, and then I went to go get something, and I was like, okay, I've got to go grab like emeralds because he had stuff I wanted. And when I came back, he had gone up the back stairs, across, hopped up on top of my cheat spot, and went up on top of here, and then fell down the hole there because there is a garden in there. And I was like, okay, that's just weird. I only want one of his llamas. The idea is you have to break his lines. Now, what I need to check is... He's not going to like me much for this. I'll be back, okay? Yeah, I'll be back. Because you have white tulips, but I think I have enough. I mean, I've got 16 here. I had to have had at least a stack of them. I have access to red sand in my mesa. Like, this guy is awesome if you are starting out. You can get a lot of rare stuff. He provides slime balls, which I like, but they're expensive. 4 emeralds. And you can only buy stuff with emeralds. So he is cleaning me out of emeralds pretty quick. Alright, but you hang out there for a minute, guy. And I'm going to go down here and check out which llamas I already have. Now, the llamas are supposed to get mad at you. How do you break the line? That I don't know. If you kill him, it breaks the line. And since he is here, it tells me it's okay to kill him. So, and the llamas weren't mad at me because they didn't try to kill me. So I have one of these llamas already. And I have... Where's the other one? He's over here. So I have 2 of these. Nope, those are mine. Do you know where the other guy is? Let's hop up here and take a look around. Yeah, okay. Stop spinning. Ah, they're both over here. Okay, so we have this one. And we have this one, because that's what he brought with him. And those 2 are... Let's go in and check. Are you white? There's beige. And then there's Rocky. This one has a lot more gray to it, like the white. So that one versus this one. This one is a lot more white to it. So what are you guys? I think these guys are the white ones. So now we got to go back. And apparently there are ways to break the lead without killing the trader. But I haven't figured out a way of doing it. Like, he fell into the hole up there. He took 1 llama with him, and I filled in the whole hole so that he couldn't be anywhere else. And so when he despawned, it should have broken the lead, and it didn't. I've tried putting like stuff around him to block him in, but he just despawns when his time is done. He's just out of here. I'm like, no. This one I think is actually the Rocky. Well, I don't know if it's a Rocky one or a white one. But since I don't need any of his stuff... Now, here's the thing. I cannot kill him outright, because then you can't tame these guys. But I can set him on fire. And there we go. Lead's broken. And they're not spitting or hissing at me. So he didn't die from me. He died from fire damage. And apparently there is no consequences to this because, like, he came back. I was worried when I did the first one that I'd never have another trader again. I didn't know what to do. But I didn't kill him on purpose either. I was shooting the iron golem, and he stepped in the way. Some people, what they do is they let the zombies get them because they don't have any real defense other than turning themselves invisible. So, all right, let's bring you in here. She's going to be... I have sitting here with an axe right here. Okay. And I have horses who like to wander aimlessly. Okay, give me a sec. I'm trying to see if these are 2 different... I think they are. I think this is a different one than this one. I need to have an open hand. Let's hop on. Nope, you're gonna like me. You're gonna like me, and you're gonna... Whoops. You're gonna get over it. Okay, let's try this one. Alright, you like me. And... Come on. Wait, do you already like me? That would be silly if I just got on one. Oh, nope. There we go. Nope. Give in already. There we go. All right. So I need to move all of you kind of out of the way, which is kind of easy because they make this nice little train when you go by. So you can move them all at once with just one. I think the grays look so much better now in these colors. We didn't get them all. What happened? Did you guys not make it around the corner? Apparently. Excuse me, horse. Okay. You're way over here already. There we go. So we have to track which ones we have and which ones we don't. And I have to build them a home. Because there is no room for them in the inn. I didn't know you could capture them. And again, I didn't know they were going to exist when I built the barn. So, over here in splashy advertising, over in this center area, I'm going to be building a place for a lot more of these. Jungle trees, that type of stuff is all going to be back here. It's going to be a jungle biome. Jungles currently do not have any villagers that are specific to them as far as I know. I'm about to check to make sure I am not wrong on that. Let's see, duplicate tab. And can we go back to the top, please? Villagers. There actually might be villagers that are, but there are no, like, places. Come on. Okay, so there are desert, plains, savanna. There's snowy, taiga, swamp, and jungle. But here's the catch. Jungle and swamp can only be done with spawn eggs by breeding and by curing zombie villagers, because no villages actually generate there. Oh, jeez! Whiz! Hello? Face full of horse? These guys can terrify me at times. I also had to move this out one on both sides because the horses were jumping up on the edge of here and then walking across the fence and escaping. So I'd come out and there'd be like horses everywhere. It's like, what on earth is going on? So the only way I know to break the line now is to actually like take them out. And while we're here, we can look at these veggies and see if there's any that we would like to grow beside the house. And come down here. We haven't visited Henrietta in a while. Where are you? Henrietta. I know she's here somewhere. Henrietta? Really? Where did your name go? Okay. Now I'm worried. Henrietta has been with us. There she is. Henrietta's been with us for a very long time. We used to have our chicken farm really far away from here, and she's the only chicken that I have brought with me to over here. She started the whole breeding of the chickens down here. It was like way, way, way over there was it. What it is. Finally, laundry is done. I did my laundry. It is still sitting in the basket. Everything is all wrinkled like you would not believe. Oh, we were going to look here. These are too tall to put beside the house. Not to mention they're jungly. So they'll go back there. We could put berry bushes. Although berry bushes fight back, which I don't like. I don't like the looks of the potatoes. We may have to plant like roses or something. Because I don't like any of those options. And I'm not carrying the wheat, am I? No, I am not. This is where I used to get all my squid. And now that I have lit it up, nothing. Not a single squid has spawned in here. So I took away the sign. There used to be the reed sign and the squid sign here. But there's not a reliable source of squid. Now you're sneezing because you did your laundry? Interesting. I do have to do laundry again myself because I need to do it before camp. And I went out and bought a new pair of sweatpants, which was exciting. I know people are like, really? You find buying sweatpants exciting? Yes, actually I do. I wear jeans and leggings, so to actually have sweatpants is kind of a new thing for me. Your bunny is shutting. That would do it. I know in Atlanta, where Tackback is, every tree is shedding. Like, crazy shedding. Let's sleep. It's bad there. Like, you have to, like, up here in Canada, we have to brush off our cars in the winter from all the snow. Down there, they brush off their cars because of all the pollen. I'm like, wow, that is a serious amount of pollen. I have not seen any raiders. Oh, yes, after Tuesday's stream, I was putting stuff away, and I think I was finishing up a few things here and there that just, getting the garden stuff out, and another 3 raiding parties came, and I had to kill them. So it's like, ugh. So, and there they are. Aha! Ask and you shall receive. Okay. First things first. I do have milk on me, which is why I kind of aborted that attempt. Nope. Nope. Ow. Ah. Nope. Nope. Oh, shoot. I hit the wrong guy. Please don't die. If he dies, I'm in trouble. Oh, shoot. Hello. Pathway. Let's follow the pathway. Ow! Here, hop in the pond. You guys suck when you're in the pond. They're really bad at traveling through water. Oh! Did they fix this AI somehow? Run! Iron Golem, come save me! Oh my gosh, come save me! Come save me! Go down there. Go! No, go down there. Bad guy. Kill him. Thank you. My hero. All right, let's just mop this up. We can do that. You can only get the bad omen from killing the captain. I know there are more. I've only killed 2. Where are the rest? Because remember, there was one running around the corner here. Where did the Iron Golem go? Is he chasing them? No, he's just wandering. I don't like when I don't know where the rest of them are because they... Oh, there's 2 more over there. They'll reappear. Like, the next one that comes will have these guys plus the others. Hi! How are you doing? Come on. There. Did you drop it? No. I have one that dropped it, and it has an actual bolt still in it. So I'm like, that's pretty cool. All right, so that is how you take on those. Yes, well, you get Bad Omen. Like, that is the debuff you get for killing the captain who carries the banner. Right? If you kill it. And it's not always. It's just some of the time. And then, if you enter a village, that triggers the raid. So I carry milk with me because it will get rid of the debuff. And that's kind of the real way to kind of survive it. And my puffer fish. I have to find a new home for my puffer fish and my squid. Nope. Try again. That's the one I made. This is the one that still has an arrow in it, and it's still really good. This is the one that I am slowly building from all of the others. And you have to use this to combine them now. How many of this have? 2. So yeah, to give you an idea, this is how I'm building it. 2 and like 3 and stuff at a time. It is really slow. That's got quick charge on it. Nice. I had a whole party come in, and they all had like enchanted crossbows. And that required me to run a lot and quickly. Okay, so this box is the same. It should contain exactly the same stuff as the other one. And of course, I can't pick up everything because I'm full. I want to plant some of the trees over there so I have an idea of where my trees are going to be. We said we weren't going to build those. And I can put these down, which should save me some space as well. No. There. And I can go pick up the stuff I didn't pick up. Now, jungle trees I have a problem with. I actually have all of my saplings out here. So one of the things I'm going to have to do soon, sooner rather than later, is start growing a whole bunch of them to get more. Is that? I really did put that in there. Oh no, that's my inventory. That's empty. Like, something wrong with this one. Is there anything in here of use? No. Anything of use in here? Only the trees we didn't want. We said no more acacia. So the only trees we're growing are these ones. Those are our choices. I don't think I need the dirt block. No? I'm glad you agree there, kitty. Put that in there. Put that in there. Is that one full? That one is full. Oh, but it's got tools in it. So let's take the tools out. They don't need to be in there. Here we go. Inventory Management 101. Something everyone should know. And I'm carrying a piece of kelp, which should... Let's drop it there. These are beginning to grow, which is awesome. And then I will break them and keep spreading it. I've only done to about where you can see the last little bit of grass there. That's all the landscaping I've done. I have done single of the sea pickles further down the river just so that I could do the proper count on them. But I haven't done them as 4s. And I haven't put the grass down. The kelp only goes to there. And then I have to do the rest of the kelp. And that'll finish up this area. Then there needs to be landscaping here. What I would really like to do right there is I would like to do pixel art. Some kind of pixel art thing. So if you have any ideas of what could go there, keep in mind this is not really big. So there's not a lot of space. I could also chop this whole side of the mountain off and make that a giant pixel art. I do have a world that I have that was quite a while ago, and what I did was I had a Pac-Man with a ghost beside it. Just a big captain banner. Where is my cap? Oh. very phlegmy today. Ugh. I don't know if this is a conference center. I don't know if that's appropriate to have that on there. And do I have the colors for it? It would be kind of ominous. I mean, it could do. I can show you what I have so far.